this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Wednesday, December 16th. And today the moon moves into beautiful, delicious Pisces for all you water-based energies. So this could be a little dreamy for fixed energies or for people who like a little bit more grounding, but for the water-based energies, it's the delicious energies. So let's talk about you guys. So I have beautiful energy to talk about. I couldn't wait to talk about this week because there's so much beautiful energy and positivity. So the Sun in Sagittarius sextiles with the Moon in Pisces and sextiles with Mars in Libra. So let's talk about positive energy, because that is what Piscean energy is all about. It's all about the love. It's all about the heart. It's all about emotional fulfillment. It's all about persevering and getting what you need to get what you want. So creative, love, partnerships, optimism, thinking will all be in the personal planets today. Do you understand that? So let's talk a little bit about personal planets. Personal planets are the planets that are closest to the sun that just circulate around the sun. Those particular planets really deal with our immediate environment, how we emotionally connect, what we emotionally desire and need to be fulfilled, how we think, how we interpret our environment, how we move forward, what we're passionate about. And then we have these outer planets that are more environmental based, and those outer planets then the environment affects how we interpret our immediate environment, right? The environment, the global aspects of our life. So, but all of this wonderful, sweet sextile energy is in our personal planets. So that means we're feeling a little delish. We're feeling a little happy. We're feeling a little hopeful. We're trying to make, it's almost like dreams come true. And how do you make them come true? It's almost like that energy that makes you want to, there's hope, but there's hope based on what? You're trying to figure out that question. Hope based on what is the key? So talking about the future and partnerships and creative ventures will give you lots of dreamy thoughts about a bright future. This is about talking. This is about getting yourself out there. This is about creatively expressing yourself. You know, this isn't about, I don't think this energy is about, oh, I'm going to create something, I'm going to make $1 million off of it. Not that you wouldn't, but it is that creative idea. It's that first thought. It's that beautiful energy that comes from within you to create something that means something to you, or to move forward to something that deeply resonates with you. It's about moving forward and walking away from limitation, restriction, mental blocks, and about moving you toward positive energy. I deeply believe you will have air in Mars. Feed the fire in Sagittarius. Now, energy is working together. I can't even tell you how important it is to understand energy if you're trying to manipulate and make the most out of energy. Air feeds fire. Now, it can feed fire in a way that creates a fracking hell of a blaze that just burns down an entire forest, or it can feed it enough to keep it going so we can have a nice, little campfire out there where we're just roasting marshmallows and we're talking around the fire. So there are two types of fires. In this energy, I think we're talking about the marshmallow fire, right? We're talking about where we're just roasting our weenies and we're sitting around and we're building family memories, because that's all Pisces and sweet stuff energy. So, because the air energy in Mars will feed the fire of Sagittarian Sun, and Venus, the planet of love, will dance with the planet of communication. Lots of energy is going to be about the heart of the matter. We base everything on the heart. In the end, I know that some of us base it on maybe a tangible outcome, but usually that's emotionally driven at some point. Usually either there's an emotional deficiency of what you didn't have as a child, or there's an emotional need to supply a security for you or your family. But it is usually, you can always tap it back into something emotionally driven. And so this is a beautiful energy. I deeply believe this is about walking away from and seeing the future and embracing it and unlocking and then unleashing you. Creativity is beautiful in this energy, by the way. If some of you want to, start to create, start to develop different aspects of your creative outlet, I believe that this is the energy to do so in. This is about freeing yourself. This is about liberating yourself from the past and unleashing. Anytime we get in a moon in Pisces, we're talking about unleashing us. That's where all of the emotional, think about the moon in Pisces as that energy dump where it's the last energy dump. We go through, we go through Aries and Taurus, then we go through Gemini, and then we go through Cancer, and then we go through Leo, and then we go through Virgo, and then we go through Libra, and then we go through Scorpio, and then we go through Sagittarius, and then we go through Capricorn, and then we go through Aquarius, and then we dump into, so that's the last cycle of energy where all the energy, the emotional energy dumps into, if we're going to realistically look at this. So the moon in Pisces, and it's important to know this because the moon in Pisces conjunct with Neptune in Pisces, it's going to square off with with Saturn and Sagittarius. So karmic stuff here. Anytime we deal with all of this emotional, going through the different houses, dumping into that final house of the emotional awareness, suggests dreamy energy is going to clash with realistic Saturn. So don't get too carried away. At least keep one little toe on the ground. That's just Saturn's little warning. Saturn isn't out here to make when the moon in Pisces is conjunct with Neptune in Pisces, this is about dreams, but keep them down to earth, keep them real, keep them based somewhat on an outcome, a realistic outcome. That's all Saturn is trying to ask of this energy. Mercury in Capricorn is going to conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So, and then we have Mercury in Capricorn is going to sextile Venus in Scorpio and trine Jupiter in Virgo. So talk about the future. Talk about creating a solid foundation with a partner and sharing resources. Engagements are very, very possible in this energy and highly probable. We're talking about future, laying out future plans and really creating stability. Anytime you've got Mercury in Capricorn in conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn, we're talking about those long range plans for future outcomes. This is also a baby making energy, very fertile making energy. So if some of you are wanting some, to create a little baby, this is very transformative energy, rebirth energy. And anytime you get that much energy and rebirth energy, then we're talking about, for some of you, that could be baby making energy. Low vibrations, and I'm going to talk about this because I want us to be able to identify when we're in the low vibration so that we seek another energy. So low vibration, watch the ego, control seeking and issues, needing to dominate and control others' choices. If you're trying to lower their vibration and you are trying to work on their fears and you are trying to tell them that they can't do it without you, or that they can't move forward without you, or you are trying to manipulate them in any way, you are going to fall in this lower Uranian energy. This energy, Uranus in Aries, is going to quincunx Venus in Scorpio. So this suggests to me that some of you may be trying to manipulate and suppress your partners into staying, into not believing into themselves, into trying to develop some control over their choices because you're feeling scared about releasing them and letting them be free. Also, Uranus and Aries is going to square off Mercury, and it's in Capricorn, but it's going to trine Saturn and trine the Sun. Egos could be maniacal in this energy, very, very maniacal. This isn't about, I don't think you're going to be thinking about the other person in this low vibration. You're going to be thinking about your desires, your needs, your wants. And, you know, Saturn's not restricting this area. So you are going to try to do everything within your power to dominate and control somebody's choices. And I mean, this is if you're falling into this, and then you'll quincunx this Venus in Scorpio energy. When you quincunx the Scorpion energy, this is revenge, this is control seeking, this is obsessive behavior, this is bleak and dark outlooks, this is getting to the root of some of your fears. For some of you, this is very scary energy, and I want you to pull yourself out of it and get yourself up and elevate your thinking into this Moon in Pisces, trining Neptune in Pisces, because even though it's squaring Saturn, and it's making it a little more realistic, it is also one of those energies that are going to help us align us with our desires, with our emotional barometer, where we should be pointing ourselves, because that's inevitably where our intuition lies. And then we're going to seek action in a more diplomatic way that is best for all. So I want you to align yourself with that. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.